Back today with a new product from Monstrum Tactical, and that is a shotgun shell carrier in a side saddle version for the Remington 870, Mossberg 590, 500, and a universal carrier. This one is very slick because it mounts up solid, utilizes quality materials, yet still comes in at an affordable price. Monstrum Tactical sent these out a while back, and I threw it on the side of the 870, and I've been trying it out. I will be installing the Mossberg 590 very soon, but I wanted to show you guys one uninstalled as well as the universal carrier so you guys get a feel for it. They're all the same general purpose side saddle when it comes to the actual shell holder. The only thing different is the mounting hardware that will attach them to the gun. So for the testing and evaluation purposes, I only really needed to mount up one. And again, I'll be updating you guys in the future on their performance when I get a second one mounted up. But I wanted to talk about this deal right now. They come in at right about $25 on Amazon, and all the linking will be in the description below, plus a 25% off code specifically for 704 Tactical viewers. So that'll save you a ton of money, dropping the price closer to about $18, $19 with free Prime shipping. One of the first things I want to discuss are the materials used in this side saddle because it's not cheap materials. There's a backer of 6061 anodized aluminum, which is a quality aluminum, and you can see it's machined and very nicely all around. The fit and finish is good. They're also using class 12.9 hardness steel fasteners that are coated as well to prevent rust. And then the polymer that they use is a black high-density polyethylene, or HDPE, which is a very forgiving polymer for impacts. And it's very flexible and nice, durable for the long haul. So you can see it's made out of quality materials, and it holds 6 shotgun shells. And again, that backer mounts up solid to the side of your shotgun depending on the configuration you want. The Remington 870 utilizes 2 through pins, and then it bolts on rock solid, no issues whatsoever. Installation was incredibly simple. Unfortunately, because of YouTube's policies, I cannot show any installation, so you can figure it out pretty quickly. And they also have some nice instructions included in the box. Again, the differences between the 590, 500, and 870 are fairly subtle, and they all mount up the same way. One thing I want to discuss is the retention of the shotgun shells and the various ways you can carry them. I grabbed a wide variety of shotgun shells for the testing of this side saddle just to see what they would do. You grab the new birdshot shell, and you can see it's in there pretty tight. Then you grab an old shell, and it's incredibly loose. So you're going to have a few different ways you can carry these shells, and a few different ways you can add tension with some tips and tricks. Now, the first one is the top-up design. This allows you to grab it and then throw it in the side, and it works out very well. The other way is you can insert these into the bottom and then use this to utilize the catch the brass. Now that one's in there solid. You can bump it and bang it, but you can still pop it out pretty easy to load it up. You can also drop the brass down from the top, but it's a little bit more difficult, and you could take some sandpaper and file that down and utilize it that way. The other thing is I always sometimes get some Scotch tape, painter's tape, or even hockey tape, cut a small piece and put that in there if you wanted to add a little more tension. But again, it may be too much tension for something like a brand new birdshot shell from a various company. So it's going to be kind of a give and take on how you put these in there. But the cool thing about this side saddle, it's very versatile. So my opinion is if it's got some good tension, I like to ride them with the top up. But there is also some benefit to ride them with the open end up because you can see what you're grabbing. So you can stagger this with slugs, less lethal options, birdshot, and you can see what you're grabbing. Or the other option too is, again, something like this. You can flip all of your less than lethal options like this beanbag round face up, and then you can shove them in there like that so you can see, and all your lethal options face down. There's so many different ways that you can use a side saddle on a shotgun, and they're very versatile in all of their options. So again, it's kind of personal preference on which way you carry your side saddle, and there's a lot smarter people out there than me who are going to run shotgun classes and have specific training on how to run a side saddle with a shotgun. I would recommend you check out some of those videos. I constantly watch them, but honestly, for me, there's always a shotgun in my truck with a wide variety of loads in the side, and then I keep that tube loaded with the slide back, allowing me to go ahead and just load a random shell in depending on the situation I encounter. A quick story, I was driving my truck close to my house, and a biker was riding his bike, and a dog ran out, started biting his ankles. Another dog ran up from the same yard, started biting his ankles. He was an older guy. He was about to knock him over, and these dogs weren't playing. They were seriously biting this older man. And I was thinking, man, I had a shotgun there with one of the beanbag rounds, and that's a perfect situation. You don't want to shoot somebody's dog, but if they get him on the ground and they're tearing him up, this is a great option to have at the ready, and it's something that you don't normally think about. Having a less lethal option. So having a side saddle with a wide variety of loads is going to be great. And by the way, the guy toughed through it. He muscled through it. He kicked the dogs a couple of times. One backed off and he got away. So no need to do anything in that situation. But every once in a while out where I live, you'll run into different animals, stray dogs that may be messing with your dog. The side saddle gives you a wide variety of options that I feel like every shotgun should have. I also like the fact that the side saddle is on the side and not on the stock, because it allows a smooth transition from the side directly into the chamber. Now, I'm not going to put one in there because I don't want to load this gun right now on camera, but you can see how easy that is. I've got other videos using side saddles in the past. This one I'm a huge fan of. I love the fact that it's made out of quality materials like 6061 aluminum and HDPE. I also love the versatility of this side saddle. Depending on the tension of the shells, you can flip them around, and you can always add tape accordingly. The other cool thing about this is they make a universal shell carrier, and you can see again the quality and the fit and finish of this guy. So this will clamp on top of a pick rail, and that allows you, for any of those shotguns that have a pick rail at the top, you can clamp this down, still run your optic in the middle because it's ultra low profile, and this gives you some options as well depending on the configuration if you don't want to swap out some pins on the side of your receiver. So this will also be a deal and a discount with that code. All of the information and code linkings will be in the description below. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Monstrum Tactical for sending these out to try, as well as creating that specific code for you guys. Also, I am an Amazon affiliate, so anything you buy on Amazon and you start by clicking the link, it helps out the channel at no extra cost to you. It's just some money out of Amazon's pocket into the channel's pocket. It's not much, but every little bit helps to keep the channel going. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.